Perfect. Okay, I promise this is coming back. I promise this will return. Okay, yeah, I know that's janky. Give me one moment. I'll figure out what's up with my computer later. If you're coming in from TikTok, hi. If you're anywhere else, I can't see if you come from anywhere else too, but the chat won't be on the side like it has been. Maybe I'll just take this opportunity to make the window, the game window, bigger. That seems like a nice thing for me to do. Okay, maybe this will work now. Maybe everything will just work fine. Wouldn't that be neat? People are coming in and then they're jumping out, so that's okay. I'm getting to it, I promise. Okay, I've got to mess with this TikTok window now. Live disconnected. That's interesting. Did it truly? I don't think it actually disconnected. I think it's joking with me. There we go. I think that's a little better than what it was before. Just a little bit. If my computer crashes again. It was not like warm coming out of here, whatever it's doing. Like maybe it's not doing enough hardware encoding. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to play another online match because I had a lot of fun. I played another match with that person and then I lost, but it was a good match. Cooking. Show me every rap you got. Back rap. Rectifying their mistake. My stream did crash if you were in here. That keeps happening. I'm going to figure it out because it's a computer-wide problem. It's not just a streaming problem. The K rule. Like I was saying earlier in the stream, I haven't played this a lot since a friend of mine who I used to play with, played a lot with, passed away. But before the game, this game, Ultimate, came out, he said repeatedly that he was going to kick my ass with K. Rool. And he did sometimes, but we were on very even footing. But this matchup makes me think of him in a positive way. Like there was so much great trash talk. Before him, I didn't really trash talk at all. Like I wasn't really. I was like, why would you do that? But he made it fun, I guess. This person's name is Sea Shanty, so they're probably just real K. Rool player. Okay, I got one stock. Nope. They're not used to fighting Kirby. Also, they're a big character, so this is annoying to them, for sure. Oh, dang. They really thought that was a cool move. Those are some good combos. I'll give them that. Ah, they were not expecting that. Shit! I have to rematch. I respect that. I messed up. I didn't read the K rule right. If you have any questions, I will see them. I just might not answer them until the match is over. I like Splatoon. Oh, I broke the belly. Probably could have done a better like combo though. The Wrap is back. The frickin' Croc is back. Yeah, they're starting to figure me out. I can mess them up when they're off stage like that. I need to be taking advantage of that, but I get scared. That's a trick that I learned like shortly before my friend passed away, so I didn't get to use it as much as I would have liked to. Yeah, that's what I thought. They're gonna make it. I'm trying though. They know I'm trying, so they're scared now. Right. Okay. See, they are not ready for that stomp. They gotta stay ready. Just like I gotta stay ready for that punch. Nice. They hate when I do this. Because they realize that they don't understand their own character enough to counter it. Nice. I shouldn't have done that. Oh, man. They did not stick the landing. So that's the second match I've won online. I'm getting a little cocky now. They do want a rematch, I think. Yep. I'll rematch that. A best of 3 situation gets me really nervous. I usually choke at this point, but we'll see. Because usually they figured out my tricks at this point. So I gotta like try to mix it up. Play a little more defensively now, jump less. So they don't know what's coming. See, they were trying to provoke me. But I'm imperturbable. They cannot provoke me. See, they get the punch again. Special Kirby punch. We all know that. He gets the Gum Gum machine gun. Is what he gets. Gum Gum assault rifle. See, that works. That's the thing I can't do with Jigglypuff, so I'm not used to doing that. But yeah, I should just be doing that. I really just let him take that. Okay. Oh, okay, that made them mad, so it's okay. I'm even. Oh, crap, wrong direction. I am a doll who plays Smash. I shouldn't be reading the chat right now. This is high pressure best of 3 situation. Oh, I couldn't eat it. Okay, I'm still ahead by a little bit. Oh, they really thought they had me there. Oh! That was good. Worried somebody who actually plays Smash is going to come in here, though, because then I will get... They'll be like, they're just doing tricky things. It's kind of like... I learned about the concept of a scam deck in a trading card game, like a deck that just uses a really like cheesy strategy to win. I feel like the scam deck of Smash Brothers players, because I use the cheap moves and abuse like the, like, are they doing it? Like, and I get some hard reads that are not a read, they're just a guess. Like that. That wasn't a hard read. That was a good guess in me being impatient and using a smash attack. I like this game though. I miss playing it as much. Will they do a 4th rematch? Or another rematch. Okay. Yeah, they're not content with the best of 3, losing that. My computer hasn't crashed. That's good. The crashes seem very random too. That's another thing about it. But like my GPU's been loose before. I can try tightening it up. It seemed like it was all right, but I could be wrong. Also, I took an impact driver to my motherboard before, so it's not... There are intractable issues that I just am always hoping that don't pop up with it. And I might be getting into that. Like, only one of my RAM slots works. I don't know why. So I got one nice hefty stick of 16 gigabytes in this PC, and I'm really seeing like we're leaving that 16 gigabyte era. If you want to have like a multitasking PC, like if you want to play a game, stream a game, like you probably should have more RAM. Not just VRAM, like regular straight up RAM. And a lot of people like buy that now. I'm talking too much, I need to pay attention. Sorry. This person kind of gave up, didn't they? I think they lost the best of 3 and they got demoralized. There's no way me half playing is better than what I was doing earlier. If anybody's watching, I hope you're having a good day. If you have any questions, I am happy to answer questions. Once I take down this despot. Nope. Ho! I feel bad for ruining their day. Like 3 for 1, my favor. I feel pretty good. I'll rematch them again. They doing another one? Oh man, I feel good at something again. This is healing. I've been totally doing terrible in like old Legend of Zelda game. I played Picross one day, which was fine because I know how to play Picross, but... Oh, later. Okay. Took 3 games off him. I feel good about that. Like I was saying, I choke a lot. I do. Not that kind. Not what you're thinking of. A Pikachu. This is dangerous. Pikachu's a little hard for me to manage. I can eat him and get that Thunder Shock, but I don't necessarily need it. They weren't even ready. Heathen Temple. That's a good name. I'd hang out with the Heathen Temple for sure. That's where my friends hang out. That's where Kirby hangs out because he's slaying gods. Oh, I love when that works. They don't expect the down B counter. Like, I think people don't understand the properties of it when it's on the ground. That it's still, like, it'll catch you. Okay, that wasn't. Okay, just a little something. Oh, that shouldn't have worked either. They probably don't do a lot of Pikachu dittos. Oh, I don't know that. I don't know that at all. This is a good matchup. Like a fun matchup. I was kind of dreading it, but it's nice to go against another little guy. Oh, man. That was a little cruel on my part. I couldn't always nail that off-screen, like off-platform stuff, but it's like that was the very last Smash thing I needed to learn to like win matches and get KOs, because I use these characters like Jigglypuff and Kirby, who can jump off screen, do stuff, get back on the stage without really worrying. But I was so worried about getting smashed myself or someone else knowing what they're doing that half the time, like, I would just stay on stage and kind of camp out, which is that's not the Kirby way. That's not what you're meant to do. You're meant to make them bounce off the side of the stage and dunk them that way. I like the hammer. It's probably not as effective as my side smash, but like the little charge up and the double hit catches people sometimes. Okay, maybe. There it is. Okay. Another successful match with Kirby. My GSP is climbing slowly. Yeah, that person had some more GSP. Delicious. GSP. Will they rematch? Yes, they will rematch. Not sure how good this person actually is, but I like fighting them. They're bouncing around a lot. They've got enthusiasm. Luchador Pikachu is always a good choice. See, that's good that they could do that. That's a good, like, little strat that poke in the air. They know their aerials and when to use them. With the little sword smash. The down throw is probably not the best launcher, but it's fun. Oh, with the toe. The tippy toe tipper. Oh, that's not good. I'm not going to make it. They didn't even realize that. I know I'm not going to make it because I know in my heart. But they didn't know that. They went off stage to try to seal the deal. So the fact they didn't know I was done for makes me feel good, because they can't be that good enough to telegraph and like dunk me, make me feel like a fool. That made me feel like a fool though. Yeah, they've figured me out a bit. Like this is what the K-roll person didn't do. They're seeing my tricks, so I gotta mix it up now. Move a little slower, jump less. Be harder to read. I don't want to say in a Hungry Box style. I'm not trying to delay, just change up my tactics so they feel like a fool for trying to predict my behavior. I'm not making them feel that way yet. Okay, there's the one I wanted. Anybody's got questions? I will look at the screen as soon as this match is over. And no sooner, if you want me to win. Of course, if you're Heathen Temple, maybe you're going to try to distract me by commenting in my TikTok chat. Okay, yeah, the Thundershock. They did not like that before, so this is a good development. I do not have a lot of... I don't have a lot of guts right now. Okay, that was probably my chance to turn this around. Oh, that shouldn't have worked. That should have been the end of it. I shouldn't have done that. Okay. I still have a chance. This is ridiculous. I thought I was done for. See, I think that comes out kind of fast. They don't realize what's happening. I've always found it's hard for people to counter the final cutter, like computers or real people. I gotta turn my stick sensitivity down. My Kirby's turning around when I don't want him to. Oh wow, this is so close, it's crazy. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen, but that was a close match. I didn't know that was gonna happen, it was a safe assumption. I am going to take a break for a second. So now would be a great time to ask me a question if you got one. I'm streaming on Twitch and TikTok and YouTube. So if you prefer one of those over here, you'll get a better quality experience over there. Hello, anybody coming in? Let's see, I could say some names. That always puts the fear in their heart. DVD yapper, I see you. Over there yapping over some old DVDs, huh? I hope anybody still watching DVDs is yapping about them. It's a good opportunity to watch a DVD these days. You don't know what you're getting necessarily. Anyway, I kind of want to use Meta Knight, but I didn't practice yet. I shouldn't do that. I had food on my face, that's funny. I wonder how long there was food on my face. Yeah, I'm gonna practice a bit more. I'm really glad I did that though. That was fun. I got some wins on stream. I can make some clips of that later. I can make some clips. Clips of me kicking ass. I don't do that so often these days. I play difficult. I get my ass kicked at Marathon all the time. Okay. Yeah, I want to practice up my Meta Knight. Knock around out. Diddy Kong. I played a Diddy Kong Pro once at a tournament, and I got destroyed. That's what made me realize the whole, like, I've got my gimmicks, but once people figure them out, like, I'm done. Because I took one stock off him the first game. He was like, okay, pretty good. And then they 3-stocked me in the second game, and it was over. People say I jump too much. I try not to do that now, but... Oh, that was not smart. Forgot that I would lose my cool. Lose my jump. Oh, he's got such short range. I think that's my least favorite part of him. Like with Jigglypuff or Kirby, I can handle it, but with Meta Knight, when you've got the sword, it feels like it should be longer than it is. Getting dunked by the CPU never feels good, but you've always earned it. Yeah, so my Meta Knight is not my strongest character. Again, just a character I like to use. But I gotta get better at these offstage shenanigans. That's one reason my Meta Knight's lacking, because I haven't brushed up enough on these. It's really, if I'm practicing, I should just be practicing offstage stuff. Everything else I got, like, I've got enough of that to be dangerous. Whew, okay. I think my neutral, yeah, my neutral will do it. I can get close off stage. Oh, the million freaking slashes. That's what he sounds like in the game. I voiced Meta Knight. Not a lot of people know that. Oh man, yeah, Diddy Kong really takes me back to Brawl. Diddy Kong was really good in Brawl, and so he was popular, like high tier pick for good players. That's why the Diddy Kong player. Yeah, this tournament I played in how long ago? That was a Brawl tournament as well, which if you know your Smash Brothers, that really dates it. Because that was, people didn't want to play Brawl for very long before they moved on to Project M. So it was like a very specific time period before Smash 3DS came out. And then there was a Smash 3DS tournament I went to, because people were like, we want to play Smash, but we do not want to play Brawl anymore. Let's just play the new one, even if we have to play it on a handheld and like deal with the lag and crap. Because you couldn't like just hook a 3DS up to an Ethernet port unless you were really freaky. You could do it. It's just no ordinary player was investing that kind of attention. Okay. That was about, that was okay. I probably shouldn't play online with Meta Knight yet. Another character I might be able to have some more luck. If anybody's got a question now, I could answer it. I'm gonna take a break for a second, actually, figure out what I'm doing next. I like Mewtwo. My Yoshi's good. I didn't play much Yoshi until Smash 4, so still a little bit new to him, but I've got that muscle memory from Home Run Smash a long time ago from doing the down aerial and the bad drops. My Ice Climber was pretty shaky as far as my GSP goes, so that's a character I need some improvement for sure. But I don't really want to go down that rabbit hole today. I could use another Pride character. You'd be interested in knowing more about Brawl? So Brawl was controversial because it had a tripping mechanic in it, like randomly your character would trip. You can still kind of see remnants of it in the animations in this game, like when you trip over the banana. It was the same kind of thing, but it was just a random mechanic, so pro players really rejected that idea. It was the first Smash game with online, but it wasn't very good either, so it felt kind of farcical. Like, oh, we're playing Smash Online, but it was, people were playing like 4-player Smash, and it was just a laggy mess. Because everybody was on a Wii. Like, everybody was on Wi-Fi, and not good Wi-Fi. Like, we're talking 2.4 gigahertz, you know? Not a lot of people were wired back then. This Smash game can accommodate for a little extra bandwidth now to reduce the lag. This game specifically, they patched that at one point to improve it, but you know, it's good enough for me, at least. But I played a lot of Brawl, and then a popular mod for Brawl came out called Project M, and then most of the good players moved on to that because that was fun. Arguably more fun than Brawl was. It was faster. Brawl was kind of slow. Like Jigglypuff, like from Melee to Brawl, like night and day. She was the worst in Brawl by far. They switched a bunch of her stuff around. Like, she just was not made for that game. She just was floating in the air super slow. Just anybody could swipe me out of the air. Frustrating. Yeah, I should probably play as Jigglypuff. I've definitely got the Jigglypuff skills. Like, you'll see that. It's just I'm so burnt out on Jigglypuff. I played too much of her over the years. But originally she was kind of like a Kirby clone. Like, she used the same model, I think, as Kirby did in Smash 64. So I like playing Kirby because she's kind of like a clone. Not quite. She's too different, but I was never very good with Kirby. Just Jigglypuff. Okay, yeah, that's a Ganondorf. That's the kind of stuff I need to practice. I really need to practice. Okay, so that, I was hoping that would spike him. There we go. That's what you're meant to do with Jigglypuff. I should not lose to a Ganondorf. If I do, I should probably call it for the day. Ooh. The computers in this really know their combos. It kind of shocks me, the stuff that they get up to sometimes. Like, it's clearly based on real player behavior more than any other Smash game in the past. And by real player behavior, I mean like the meta, like combos and stuff that they like probably knew internally, but I don't think they had they weren't going to implement that as part of the computer characters. Carson, I will answer your question in just a second here. Actually, this isn't an online game. I can just pause it. Should you build your own PC or buy one? So that's a tough question because there are some pre-builts. So my first thing would be like, have you built a PC before? Because if so, then that's a lot less friction to doing it. But if you haven't before, like, you're going to need somebody probably to help you or to walk you through it ideally. It's because it's expensive Legos, like, but that stuff breaks. It's not as simple as Legos. It can be as simple as expensive Legos, but it's not always. Pre-builts right now, you can get some deals if you bundle stuff together. RAM, especially, like RAM's been expensive if you've been following the news. So if you can get a pre-built that basically I would like plan a PC build, and as far as like what parts to get, you can figure that out. There's PC Part Picker, the website. That's an old classic. There was some other website, I forget what it is. Anyway, yeah, if you've built one before, then you're probably still good building one now, but you just got to make sure you bundle stuff to get cheaper RAM. Don't pay out the butt. I'd say you might have to drop like $1,000 to get the best bang for your buck right now. 5070 or 5090. If you're not sure of the 5070, that's pretty future proof. I've got a 4070 Ti, and that's still serving me well. The 12 gigabytes of RAM or of VRAM can be a little hindering sometimes, but not really. Not for like average scenarios. Those are some specific things I do where it'd be nice to have the full 16. And when it first came out, 12 wasn't really standard. But yeah, so I'm assuming you're talking about like a 12 gigabyte 5070. 5070 is good. It's I've advised people to get 5070s, especially the prices right now are okay on those. It's brand new, so there are some advantages to the 5070 versus the 4070, like the 40 series. Not DLSS 5, so I'm not going to say that. You'll get the 5070? Yeah, that's smart. The 5090, it's just... Like when the 4090 came out, it was honestly an okay value for the performance you were getting, but the 5090, I don't think there's no way that's worth the cost of admission right now. There's those weird DGX Sparks laptops coming out, but I don't know if I'd advise one of those unless you're doing like AI stuff. The 128 gigabytes of RAM's pretty neat though. My friend has an Apple Studio that's got something like that, and it's pretty cool to see how much RAM he's got. Like, there's just things are not pressured. Thanks for asking a computer question. I like talking about this stuff. If you don't mind me asking, like, what kind of stuff you want to do with your computer? That doesn't spike downwards the same way that Kirby's does. It's still good for a comboing like on the ground. Like there was like I could do like a reversed like, yeah, that's a good way to do it. Like you jump up and then pull back. I think you can get the most hits, do the most damage that way. Yeah, I talked a lot about being good at Jigglypuff, huh? And I couldn't even take down Ganondorf. What was I saying? If I can't do this, I should log off. I wasn't paying super close attention. Ganondorf's tricksy in this too. That sword, I wasn't ready for the sword. I forgot about the sword. Okay, so I could do another online match as Kirby. That doesn't really bother me. Or who else? I like Wario. Wario's a good pick for me. I think any other characters I like using. I like to use Mario. I'm not the best with Mario though. Anybody else? Yeah, Mewtwo's okay. I like the floatiness. If I'm just skipping over somebody, I probably don't have much affinity. DDD. Played a lot of King DDD actually. Let me show you my DDD flex. Online, DDD had some shenanigans you could do with the Gordos, the spike balls. So it was very annoying to fight for a little while. People didn't know what to do with me. Kind of like I've been saying this whole time, my thing is like scam characters. Like not cheap stuff, but just like oh, once they figure it out, like the match kind of changes a bit. And then I'm more like fighting on an even playing ground, and that's when I'm usually not the best, but I know every character to a decent degree, so that knowledge helps me out a lot. See, that used to be like a drill going downwards, I think. I don't think it always was a spike. When I say not always, I might be talking about as far back as Brawl, by the way, because that's how my brain is. I played this so long, and they all kind of blend together after a while. What changes happened in which. Yeah, that Gordo really, people hated it. You could reflect it, but usually folks aren't smart enough to realize that. Yeah, like that's the perfect way to handle it. Because you can hurt me with it, but it does good damage if it hits enough to be pretty frustrating for people. And you can make them stick to walls if you're really feeling creative. If you want to make some weird stage spike action. Oh, that was almost a spike. You can flip that up B last minute if you want to catch a ledge. It's really helpful to know. I didn't do it that time, but this charge hammer I never really use. I've done pretty well without that. The crouching A is good because you get that little bit of movement. With DDD, that's good because he's not super duper fast. Just it's good for positioning. But because of the hammer, I mean, it's got a little range to it. You got a sweet spot, I think, with that. So yeah, that down B, just the little roll, that can make things a little easier. Okay, I think they're messed up. Yeah, cool. Ouch. Oh, that was nasty. That was nasty. I feel bad about that. It's just a CPU and I feel bad. I'm gonna need a clip reel after this stream. I'm doing better than I thought I would. Bayonetta's fun. I'm not very good with Bayonetta though. Mega Man's fun, also not super great. Rob I like. Rob was one I played with in Brawl a lot. And I still kind of play like I did in Brawl when I use Rob, which is not the best thing. So their explosive attacks are good, and they've got tricks. They've got a good bag of tricks. Rosalina and Luma is a little bit... Yeah, I don't like managing the tricks with the Luma. Well, Mac's okay. Greninja I like, but difficult to use. Pac-Man. I've had a decent Pac-Man going on. I really like throwing that fire hydrant. I forgot about my whole Pride theme. Pac-Man's gay. Not a lot of people know that. Mrs. Pac-Man's a beard. Like, those weren't his kids, unfortunately. Not unfortunately, he loves those kids, but they weren't his like biological kids. He's gay. Just look at him. Very masked, but like he's gay. This isn't a pejorative. This is like it's Pride Month. This is a fact. This is a happy thing to celebrate. That Pac-Man's gay. Just what they're really afraid to do is show that like his bow is a ghost. It's Blinky. Maybe someday they'll be brave enough to show that. If anybody's got questions, I can answer them. I'm just doing CPU matches to practice. I won some online matches earlier. I am brave. I did win some online matches earlier, but it's been a while. I have to de-rust a lot of my characters. But I took some games off two different people with Kirby earlier. I used to be a glorious smasher. Elite Smash, that's it. I used to have some Elite Smash characters. And I know online is not the best practice. It still helps me de-rust, though. Oh, that was kind of... I didn't think I'd just slide through that. Still things I'm learning. Been playing this game for a long time, but... Yeah, like some of the tech, I just don't know anything, because I never looked it up for any characters. There's some tricks I know just because like they were so infamous that I was like, what is that? And then I learned it, and I'm like, oh, that's a good use of the thing to add to the kit. Okay, I need to actually focus on KOs. Yeah, I play with my food a little bit. I just love the game, so I'm not always prioritizing kills. It's sad but true. Like sometimes I'm just playing the game because I'm having fun, and I don't necessarily let you die when I'm supposed to. Not that I'm like dunking on you. It's just I'm like, no, one more second. Yeah, I deserve that. I'm not really good with the Peach matchup. I don't really like using Peach either. The Hydrant does good damage. It's like it's not like, it's kind of at that Gordo level of what it does. I was saying with King DDD and like the versatility of it. I wanted to eat the pellet. Oh right, the standard combo is good. I forgot. Nice combo starter. It's a throw. I can't stand that slow Galaga bullcrap. It's like got a little range, but that's not worth it for that thing. Uh-oh. Yeah, I earned that. Really has been a while, man. Okay, I'll go online now. I'm brave enough to go online, I'll prove it. I got my Ethernet hooked up. I'll play as Kirby again, since I felt good about that. Alright. I'm proud to be a pink Kirby. I'm proud to be a Star Warrior. I'm not afraid anymore. Kirby's never afraid. I'm not afraid anymore. It's Home Alone, I think. Donkey Kong, okay. Dave, you might not enjoy this. That wasn't a good way to start. I can't pull the hammer out right away. That's supposed to be a surprise. Okay. I can get some room. Get in there. Don't want him to bust my shield. Okay. They thought that was going to kill me for sure. Whiffed it. Okay, yeah. Not a bad Donkey Kong at all. I think they got the Pride Month Donkey Kong. That's cool. Stage has also got a rainbow. Oh, man. That was kind of nasty. That was just mean, though. Okay, they saved me. That was nice of them. I'll do it. Probably not. Ouch. Okay, gotta play it differently now. This is not good. I'd like to take one stock from Dave, right? He's not going to rematch me. I'm going to piss him off. Okay, I took one stock. They'll rematch now. I'm sure they will. Maybe should have carried him down. Yeah. That was difficult. I don't regret trying. But that could have gone better, I think, if I'd been more practiced. I'm going to rematch. We'll see if this happens. They respect me. Okay. They respect the Kirby. If anybody has a question, wants some advice about anything in general, I'll be right back. After I clobber this Kong. Ouch. Love the drill kick. Oh, I thought that was going to do it. They thought that was going to do it. Oh, that could have done it, maybe. There we go. Okay, I evened it up a little bit. If I can get him off the ledge, this might work out okay. Like, Donkey Kong's got some good, like, moves, but I could still trip them up to where they can't recover if I can drop them low enough. They're vulnerable to the throw as well. That keeps happening. Oh, the super armor. Oh, no. Oh, phew. That was close. That was also really close. I'm learning some of their tricks. Uh-oh. My hands are sweaty. This isn't good. Oh, they knew I was going to do that, didn't they? Shit! The DI saved me. So that thing will show up when you will get killed if you don't use the directional influence, like smash the stick to change the direction you're flung a little bit. So when you see that happen and I don't die, that means I did the cool thing. Okay, so I lost the best 2 of 3. But I gave him a little bit of a fight. That could have been better, though. That showed more than amount of practice. And the loss to Ganondorf. The computer Ganondorf didn't feel great. But that was fun. I feel like I've de-rusted a bit. And I got to answer some questions on this live, so I'm going to hang up my hat for now. Hang up my Kirby hat. I'm not wearing a Kirby hat, but... any other cool views to show? I gotta delete that one. Chungus. Monkey Malik. Shaggy. I like the Piranha Plant. I want to like Shulk because I like Xenoblade, but no, too difficult for me. Maybe else I like using. I like to use Ryu, but I'm not that great. Bowser Jr. is fun, but again, I don't know all the tricks. Ridley, I played a good amount when the game came out. I do like Ridley's tricks. Enough to like play online. People don't expect it. I wish I liked Simon and Richter more, but they're very stiff. K-Rool I talked about. I don't really use K-Rool much. Just that's a matchup I'm used to doing. Piranha Plant I like, but difficult for me to kind of do things right. Joker, yeah, like not really for me. Hero, not really for me. Banjo and Kazooie I like, but I also just like Banjo and Kazooie. Terry's fun, just like Ryu and Ken. Byleth, yeah. Min, I was an ARMS player, so you know, I kind of want to. Dang, I got the GSB at 11. I was doing well. Pyramithra again. I like Xenoblade a lot, so I was pretty happy when they came out. Sephiroth is fun. Steve, difficult. Sora. I like a little Sora. Give you a piece of my heart, if you know what I'm talking about. These players know nothing about friends and love. You like sword weed? What? Sword wielders, yeah. Kind of want to do a little Sora practice. I was about to hang it up, but I can't resist. The Faraga. Like, that's a lot of heat to bring out right away. What, do I even remember how to use Sora? Crap. I forget that he was like the last character, and I don't know him so well. The last character. I really did believe that. I thought they would make another Smash Bros. Game. At least that the creator would, Sakurai would not make another one. Okay, so I remember the shenanigans with the aerials. It's a very fun aerial character to play because I had the neutral A combo and then there was the forward A combo. Yeah. And then there's that, right? That was considered to be insanely overpowered when it came out. People were like, how could you give him that move? Like the Sakurai combo. There was a really good combo that Fox had in the original Smash. People called it the Sakurai combo. Because it was like, oh, he must love Fox to give him that move. It's like something into the up B, Firefox. That'd be really annoying if this wasn't a CPU. But they don't care about my antics so much, that's the thing. I know real people are getting frustrated when I do the weird shit, but the CPUs just take it in stride and they move on. So that's one way, like, I cannot practice because I don't know what people are going to really dislike necessarily, unless I'm very attuned to like what's annoying in my own opinion. I don't feel like I'm doing very well, but I really wanted to play with Sora, so. Nice. I can't do like the Kingdom Hearts, like you defeated the enemy sound. Actually, the game plays that when you defeat someone, which is a really nice touch. I love this game. It has its issues, like socially, but I really love Super Smash Bros. I'm sad I didn't play it for like, it's been like a year and a half since I played it, I think. It's definitely the longest I've gone in my life without playing one of these. Anyway, yeah, thanks for showing up, Ron, if you're still there. I'm gonna bounce. Socially, I'm not talking about olfactory. I'm talking about Nintendo's disrespectful to the community, but yeah, I know what you're talking about, the specific thing. I was always very clean when I went to tournaments, for the record. All right, anyway, have a nice one. I'll be back, probably not tomorrow, maybe Monday. I don't know, whenever I feel like it.